Hello, everyone. Welcome to Off the Charts, episode 105. Today, I've got my nephew here, J Money, who's agreed to help me with my 2022 purchases. So, a few, I think he knows. So, we'll when we get to that, we'll you can do whatever comment you want.
Oh, for sure.
So,
Yeah, I have a lot of albums right now on my knees, and it's very heavy.
yes, it was quite a expensive year here. So, all right, but before we start off, if you like this type of content, please like and subscribe. Tell your friends. So today, I'm going to be discussing the album that I bought that came out in 2022, and in a couple of weeks, I will be doing my top 10 of 2022. I'm taking this week to re-listen to every album from 2022, or next couple of weeks there, so I can give you a good top 10 of 2022. So first off, I'm going to start off with, just because I got two of them that I had to buy digital because they don't exist on vinyl, or never came out on vinyl, and I don't own a CD player anymore. So first one here, I'll put in the middle right here, will be Ottawa's Fist, or wherever they're from now. At the time, they said they would release it on vinyl. I'm still waiting their Fist. I think this was their first album in over 20 years. They had some great stuff here in the early 80s there. So Fist Alive is another one. So we'll see if it makes my top 10. Next up would be, again, right here, will be Autograph Beyond. That one also, I was hoping they'd release it on vinyl. They released it, their last album on vinyl. This one doesn't seem to be going to be released on vinyl, so I'm like, I don't own a CD player anymore. So I only bought it on digital. So Autograph Beyond features, you can actually say it's a cover band almost right now. There's absolutely no original members left. The last one just died this past year after recording this album here. So there you go. All right. So first up, this one only came out on CD.
Yep.
So
there you go.
Thank you. Ottawa's own Dead Culture Society. Rumor has it they'll try to get this back on vinyl here. You heard of this band, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's me, by the way. Well, me and my band there. So, Dead Culture Society, self-titled. I would say easily my favorite one right now. They're obviously there. Not just saying that. The best sounding one. I'll say that.
Your favorite album?
There you go. No. My favorite of our Dead Culture Society albums. So there you go. Self-titled. Not my favorite of 2022. I'm not gonna. We'll find out if it's in the 2022 top 10. There you go. Dead Culture Society, self-titled. All right, now Jeremy's or J Money is looking forward to getting rid of that big pile of records on his knees. So what's the first one?
It's this one. I don't know what the heck this is.
Ginger Wildheart and the Sinners. So who doesn't know Ginger Wildheart? Well, this is this guy. Actually, the only episode you did with me was actually a ranking of the Wild Hearts episode. So the Wild Hearts are again on hiatus, or they've disbanded because they can't stop fighting. So the singer went and released this solo album with the Sinners. So Ginger Wildheart and the Sinners. Even my dad was listening to this. He goes, "Did you just buy a country album?" I'm like, "It's country rock there." But anyway, Ginger Wildheart and the Sinners. Before we get to the next one, cheers to all. And he's got his different key.
Yeah, it's not very loud.
All right, next one. Okay, give me this one here first. Actually,
this one first.
Yeah. Okay. So, Voivod, Synchro Anarchy. This band is from Quebec, Chicoutimi. They're
oh my God.
Very popular. Jason Newsted from Metallica actually joined this band for a couple of albums.
Do they sing French though?
Next one we'll talk about it. But yeah, they're always English.
Yeah.
I've seen this band many times live, not always on purpose. So Voivod Synchro Anarchy. And
Next one.
Ultraman.
Ultraman.
Now, this, if you're not familiar with Ultraman, this is like a Japanese TV show of a superhero back in the 70s. So, I will say this, if you're a collector, this is the only reason you should buy this, because the minutes of music on this album is not worth the price. But if you want to get it to collect, they sing the theme song of Ultraman in French, English, and Japanese.
No way.
Yeah. Well, I'll listen. It's like a minute long. So, Voivod Ultraman. This is another one. I would actually just get this if it's. This will not be on my top 10. I can tell you that. Not because it's bad, but there's like maybe 5 minutes worth of music on this, and then 2 covers live. So there you go. Voivod Ultraman. For collectors only. Next up.
I got this one.
All right, this is a friend of ours here, Revmatic from Kingston. They released The Kiss of Death, their self-titled, or not self-titled, their first EP. A friend of ours we buy our vinyl from. So Revmatic, The Kiss of Death, so I'm bad with titles here. From Kingston, this is the guy that showed me how to get my band on vinyl. So we'll see if we can get something as decent and cool as this here. So Revmatic, The Kiss of Death from Kingston,
Nice.
Ontario.
Nice.
Next up. All right.
Oh, got 2 at 1.
Yeah, it's a gatefold, my friend.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thunder Mother from Sweden, I believe, an all-girl rock band. These girls toured with Scorpions this summer. So they're starting to get a, it's AC/DC-ish hard rock there, but a little more original than AC/DC right now, I find there. But I've got all their albums except the first one, which I'll get soon there. But yeah, here we go. Thunder Mother, Black and Gold. There we go. Again, I'm bad with titles here. So here we go. All right. Speaking of Scorpions, this is actually a Scorpions Rock Believer. Yeah, there you go. There's like, there's 3 covers that kind of look like this from other bands.
Way.
From other bands. I'll show you after there. But yeah, coming back from some success here. This is actually back to their original sound there. So thank God for that. If this would be their last album, very decent. Well, did it make my top 10? I guess we'll find out. So, Scorpions, Rock Believer. This was a surprise. From, again, another band from Quebec. When we went to see Anthrax, Black Label Society, and Hatebreed, these guys showed up and, you do your thing? There you go.
Bang.
Did not know they were going to play there. We missed them and found out that they're releasing a 3rd album after 20, if not 30, maybe 20 years, if not 30 years absence on the music scene. So Sword 3. I was not expecting this at all this year. So there you go. Sword 3.
Sword 3, did he have like 3 swords each or what?
No, this is their 3rd album.
No. So that's why they have 3 swords.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my.
It's called 3 because it's their 3rd album.
So after when they get their 4th, they're gonna have 4 swords now.
We'll see. Well, you can ask them.
Where?
I don't know, on the internet.
Oh,
Next up, solo project from King's X, Ty Tabor, called Shades. This actually surprised me how good it was here. So Ty Tabor, the guitarist from King's X, decided to do a solo project. And of course, King's X also had a release this year. We'll show you that later on. So here you go, Ty Tabor, Shades.
He looks like that person who works at the clown park or something.
Yeah, it's circus, like a trapeze artist here.
Yeah. This one a big one or what?
Yeah, another
double.
gatefold.
It's a double.
No, it's a gatefold.
Double.
Striper, The Final Battle.
Nice.
You would ask me in high school, what do I think of Striper? I would have laughed. They were a big joke in our high school. They're not a joke anymore. These guys are really kicking ass. especially with their last 5-6 releases there. So Striper, The Final Battle. This was actually very, and man, their covers are so beautiful.
Yeah,
It's
that's
great.
pretty cool.
Yeah. So Striper, The Final Battle will just make the top 10. Again, stay tuned in a couple of weeks here.
Oh.
Next up. Would you believe this is my first Ozzy Osbourne album
No
ever?
way.
Yeah,
Oh wait.
yeah. I have a greatest hits CDs and stuff like that, but this was actually my first one. I have another one now upstairs. I'm starting to buy a couple more there. But Ozzy Osbourne, Patient Number 9. I was actually very pleasantly surprised when I heard the songs. So I'm like, you know what? I'll buy it. Plus, also because of this channel, I'm like, I'm just trying to. Everybody's like, giving me suggestions here and there. This is one of them. So Ozzy Osbourne, Patient Number 9. All right, before
Taking drink beer.
a sink,
Drink.
a sip.
A sip.
Yeah. Here's another one I was not expecting to buy, but Motor Sister, Get Off. This is reason I bought this is members from Armored Saint, Anthrax. Forget who else is on this here, but mostly from for Armored Saint and Anthrax. I got this here, especially Anthrax. So it's a side project from those guys. So Motor Sister, Get Off. Is there another gatefold? Yeah. No.
Holy crap.
Doesn't really show anything there, but it shows silhouettes of the band. Here's the band right there. There's Scott Ian from Anthrax. All right, next up.
Another one.
You must know these guys.
Oh wait.
Megadeth. The Sick, the Dying, and the Dead. Anything to add for this one? Have you heard this?
Like the songs so far?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah, for sure. My dad and my brother played.
Yeah, there you go.
So.
Here's another gatefold. Very strong album too. Did this make the top 10? Again, we'll find out. But pleasantly surprised when I saw and heard this here. So The Sick, the Dying, and the Dead, Megadeth. These guys are still kicking ass and still coming out with solid albums. Saxon, Carpe Diem, which means seize the day in Latin. Did you know that?
Caesar what?
Seize the day, as in take the day, like grab it by the throat. So Carpe Diem.
Is that like a
Latin.
a fighting thing? Like
Yes.
take the thing, win the fight.
Something like that there, yeah. So here you go, Saxon. So another one. These guys are actually getting better and better, pretty much. So Saxon, Carpe Diem. Here's another one right here. Next up. I did not even know this band had come back together, and I love the Helicopters. So Eyes of Oblivion here. I was surprised to see this at the store. I'm like, oh my god, I need to get that. I was very pleasantly surprised and happy when this came out here. So, guess they're back. I'm glad. So, Helicopters, Eyes of Oblivion. Next up,
That's a big one.
talked about King's X here earlier. So here's King's X 3 of 1. Another gatefold with lots of pictures here. So King's X 3 of 1. I guess there was technically 2. These guys have so many side projects also. So I've done a ranking of King's X also this year with this one here. So we'll see how it rates in my top 10 if it shows up here. There's another one. All right, this thank Facebook for this one here. I've never even had not heard of this band. It's 2 girls from Baltimore, I think, or Oregon. I forget where. And saw a video on Facebook, and I'm like, my God, this is actually pretty good here. So I bought their 45 record, and they came out with their full-length first album here. So Hoaxed, 2 Shadows. So there you go. Hoaxed, 2 Shadows.
All right, next one's gonna be hype, man.
Yeah.
Next one's gonna be hype.
Ghost, Impera. You must know this one.
Yeah, it plays in my NHL game. So
You remember the name of the song?
I think it's Kaiserion.
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 Kaiserion's actually on NHL 23.
Yeah, NHL 23.
So I was like, oh my God, Ghost is actually going to be there. So then he texted me, that song's actually very good.
Yeah.
So you guys know this will definitely be in my top 10. I love this band that much. Where will it be? Again, you'll have to stay tuned. So Ghost, Impera. I think there's another gate. No, it's not a gatefold, this one here. There's a big poster inside it. Anyway, Ghost, Impera. My friend Sammy Hagar and The Circle. Fast Times, right? It's called Crazy Times. Well, it would help if they had the name of the album on the cover, but oh, there it is. Yeah, okay. Fuck, that's small. That's also Sammy. I didn't recognize. I tend to buy albums and then just put them on the turntable and then listen to them right away. Here's another gatefold with the band. Sammy Hagar, The Circle is Jason Bonham, Sammy Hagar, Michael Anthony, and Vic Johnson. So Sammy Hagar and The Circle. Crazy Times. Next up, I bought this out of peer pressure pretty much. Skid Row, The Gang's All Here. I did a reaction video of their song The Gang's All Here, my last episode. So I'm like, do I actually need to get this? So now I guess I need to get the whole collection now. So Skid Row, The Gang's All Here. I think there's another gatefold here. There you go.
Nice, man.
There you go. Skid Row, The Gang's All Here. Haven't listened to it. I just got it yesterday in the mail.
Oh.
So
it's a new one.
It's from this year. It's been out a couple of months there, but I just bought it the other day. So. All right. From Quebec, my first French metal.
French?
They sing in French. Cauchemar. It's a friend of a friend of a friend, pretty much, who's in this band. Annick Giroux there.
Yeah, Giroux.
Yes, not her there or him there, but Cauchemar. Here we go. Rosa Mystica. So here's another 2022 release. I bought just because I knew the person. So we'll see how good it is here. The Dead Daisies, my God, like there was an album last year and there's an album this year where like this is like almost like in the early 70s or in the 70s where bands were making an album per year, or the 80s. It's unheard of these days, I'll tell you that. So of course you got Glenn Hughes back on vocals. So the Dead Daisies, Radiance, with let's see. Well, it's not much of.
It's only you see fire only.
It's
yeah, you only see fire.
You know
is
what
it
the
like
hell?
is it like a TMT something or what?
Could be, yeah. I don't even know what this
up.
is. Yeah. Glenn Hughes and Doug Aldrich are back here, but yeah, the Dead Daisies, Radiance. Next up, you're gonna laugh at this name here.
What?
Cats in Space. This was actually recommended to me, and I actually enjoyed it quite a lot. Is this metal? Not even close. Well, it's close to metal to a point there, or close to hard rock more than. But Cats in Space. Kickstart the Sun. Very good songwriting. So what's... Oh, that's cool. Right? Nice ship. You see it?
Oh, what? Oh, Jack Sparrow.
There you go. With little cat flying saucers leaving home. Taping is killing music. Bootlegger. Tabarouette. Yeah, okay, this is a message and a half right there. See? Cats in...
Yeah, I see those, but...
So, Cats in Space, Kickstart the Sun.
All right,
Next one. Was not planning on buying this band anymore, but the songs were actually that good. Dorothy, songs, Gifts from the Holy Ghost. My God, this is so written small. Well, actually, it's written big here.
Oh my God.
Gifts from the Holy Ghost. was not planning on buying this band anymore, but this one was actually very good. And actually, look at the album cover, just freaking shining right and left here.
Is it shining?
Yeah, can you? It's very very glossy.
Okay. Final two.
All right. Black Swan, Generation Mind. Again, who is Black Swan? Before I tell you.
Holy crap! He looks from the guy from Apex.
Mm-hmm.
You know the one of the one that uses.
That you use though.
Yeah, I use. Yeah.
So Generation Mind. Reb Beach from Winger. Jeff Pilson from Dawkins. Matt Starr, the drummer from Ace Frehley, I believe, and the hell the singer's name again there? Robin McCauley from MSG. I loved the first one, so we'll see if I love the second one. So here we go. Black Swan, Generation Mind. And last one for 2022. Canada's own metal queen, Lee Aaron. Again, she had an album last year and comes up with another album this year, Elevate. Another... Well, there's your lyrics. So, Lee Aaron, Canada's Lee Aaron. Am I boring you?
No,
so
I'm tired.
Lee Aaron, Elevate. All right. So this is my purchases for albums that were released in 2022. I've now officially closed shop for new albums for 2022. So obviously 2023, we'll start that next year there. So this is what I bought. Just to give you an idea, plus if you guys are missing ideas for any 22 albums that you guys may want, well, there you go. That's pretty much all I have from 2022. And I shall be doing a top 10 of those albums in the next couple of weeks there. So stay tuned. So anyway, first of all, thank you for watching. Once again, if you haven't done so already, please click like and subscribe. Tell your friends. And we shall see you guys next episode. Take care. Bye-bye. And thank you for your help.